Welcome back to this Cover Your Assets CYA video. We're going to review max saves. You see, if you've watched the previous videos, then you understand that there's two ways to create snapshots. There's the CYA space save method, which is what we're going to focus on, and there's the CYA keep method, which we're not going to discuss in this video. Now, when you're using CYA space save, when you're using that command, the system, CYA, will keep 3 copies. So the first time you run it, the copy will be to the directory 1, then it will go to the directory 2, then the directory 3. Now when you run it a 4th time, it will go back to the directory 1, then a 5th time to directory 2, then the 6th time to directory 3, and then it just keeps looping. This may be enough for your needs. However, it may not be enough for your needs. If you think, I'd rather have 5 or 6 or maybe even 10 copies, you are able to set that with the max saves option. So let's take a look. First of all, I'm going to get out of this full screen here. We're going to go to home/CYA directory. I'm going to ls this, and you can see here that we have our points directory. So that's where our actual backups will be saved, and we also have a lastrun file. The lastrun file is where the information is stored for the last manual save. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to reset this, and I'll show you how to do that. It's sudo space cp, then /dev/null, only 2 L's, and then lastrun. Go ahead and then I'm going to type in my sudo password, and now if I cat that by cat space lastrun, you'll see here that there's nothing in there. So we've cleared that directory, or well, that file I should say, of any information. It's a file. So let's go ahead here, and I'm going to issue CYA space list. And you see here we do not have any 1, 2, 3, 4, none of that's there. So I'm going to go ahead here and I'm going to issue clear, and then I'm going to type in CYA space save. Now I have temporarily, for this recording, I have altered CYA to only save the boot directory and the root directory, so boot and root. That way we don't have to sit here and wait for it to go through var and etc and lib. But the version you have will not be doing that. So just want to let you know. Again, I just don't want to sit here and hold this up while we're waiting for the system to each time go through every single system directory. So I'm going to type in CYA space save. And you can see here it's going into the first point. Then we have backup, so boot, root. And if I do CYA space list, you'll see here now we have a 1. So I'm going to clear that. Well, it helps if you type in the command correctly. So I'm going to type in CYA space save. Now you see here we get a 2. And then I'm going to type in CYA space list, and you'll see here we have 2. Clear this, and I'm going to type in CYA space save. And now you see here we have a 3. And then if I type in CYA space list, you'll see here we have a 3. Now, if I type in CYA space save again, you'll see here we don't have a new directories created. So this is the 4th time I've run this. So if I type in CYA space list, you see here we just have 1. 2, 3, that's it. If I type it again, CYA space save, you'll see here if I do CYA space list, we still only have 2. We do not have, I've run this 5 times now. But what happens again if we want to say, let's say we want to go to 7. We want to keep 7. So if I type in CYA space config file and hit enter, and then I keep hitting enter to scroll down, you'll see here alter number of rotation backups. The default number of backups before rotating when using CYA space save is 3. However, you may wish to change this number. This is very easy. Add or edit the following variable while placing the new number between quotes. Example, let's say you want to alter this number to 6. That would be max up, which is all uppercase, underscore saves, all uppercase, equals, and then we have quote 6 quote. Note though, if you reduce the number, higher profiles will not be removed. So if you go from 10, because you've been using 10, and you decide later on you want to go to 5, CYA will start rotating at 5, but backup 6 to 10 will remain unless you remove them. Just keep that in mind. So I know I said 7, but we'll just go with 6 because this is what's typed in here. I'm going to Q out of that. Clear. And then what we need to do now is we need to put this in the, well, here, let me run that again. Config file. So CYA space config file together. And it says here the configuration file is cya.conf. Location is /home/CYA. So if we ls this directory, because I'm already in /home/CYA, we see the cya.conf file. So I'm going to sudo space, I prefer VI, use whatever you want, nano, Emacs, whatever, VI space, and then cya.conf. So we don't have anything in this file, so I'm just going to insert the information here, go ahead and paste this, then I'm going to write this out. So now if I cat that file, which is cat space cya.conf, you'll see here we now have max underscore saves, all uppercase, equals quote 6 quote. So now let's go ahead and take a look. We'll do CYA space list. Okay, there's 3 here. So let's do cat that last, well here, let me ls this last underscore run. Let's cat this real quick. So we have cat space last underscore run. We're at 2. So let me run CYA space save. Okay, now we should be at 3. So let me go ahead and cat that. So we're going to cat space last run again. We're at 3. Now remember, it didn't go anything above 3. It just went from 3 to back to the number 1. So let's go ahead and run CYA space save. Aha, look, we got a 4. Look at that. So now if I do CYA space list, you see here we have a 4 here instead of, it didn't stop at 3. So let me clear this. CYA space save. Aha, we got a 5 here. All right. So CYA space list, you see here we now have a 5. Let me clear this. You then type in CYA space save. You'll see, oh, well, we got the 6 was created. So if I do CYA space list, we now have a 6. So if I clear this and I cat that last underscore run, we now have 6 here. But let me go ahead and run this. So I'm going to type in CYA space save. Now notice this is a 6 here. So I click save. We didn't have a new directory was created. And if I cat last run, we see here it is back to 1. And of course, if I do a CYA space list, we have 6 here. But see, that's how easy it is to do it. It's very, very simple. Very simple. But again, just keep that in mind. If I decide now, well, I really only want 4, so I can go change this to 4. If I go clear this and I go sudo vi cya.conf and I say, no, you know what? I think I'll change this to a 4. So it's now a 4 there, and I write that out. And if I cat then cya.conf, you see here we have a 4, which will work. But that means the 5th and 6th, so number 5 and number 6, will stay there and remain there forever until you either use the CYA space remove command and then tell it to remove number 5. Like I could do this and say, look, remove, say, let's remove 6. I'm going to say yes. So the number 6 is gone. And if I CYA space list here, you see the number 6 is gone. Or another way is I can go into the points directory here, clear this. So I'm in home or /home/CYA/points, ls this. We have number 5 there. I can also issue sudo space rm space dash capital RF, type in the number 5 there, and now we see that is gone. And if I do a CYA space list, you'll see here that the 5 is gone as well. So you have to manually get rid of those directories. Like I said, if you don't care that they hang around, then that's fine. But the date timestamp won't go up, and neither will it create new. Well, it won't sync those directories. So just keep that in mind. I'll see you in the next video.